starters for the Railers, the same starters they've been going with. Will Podbelsic, Max Cook, Gavin Block, Tyler Horsham, and Edward Bowlby. Let's see if the Railers can get off to a good start as they're in their home whites with green lettering and numerals trimmed in red. SHG in their road black trimmed in gold with white lettering and numerals. The opening tip is tipped back and controlled by SHG. They'll be moving to the basket to our left as we start things here in the first half. Railers, of course, open in zone. Out to Green, down in the corner.
Yeah, student section showing out strong tonight. It's a full packed house here at Roy S. Anderson tonight.
Green over to Vogel. Vogel is swinging around to the left side, now back on top. And we saw this early on down in Springfield, Josh. SHG, they've proven they can be very patient as they try to force the ball in. It's tipped away, but controlled back by Jacob.
Yeah, very patient. They've got the ball handlers. They've got the strength to contend. But the Railers just got to play D.
3 up and good to start the scoring. That is Travis Vogel. So an early 3 from the Cyclones. The Railers moving to the basket to our right as they get things started. Bowlby fakes a 3. He drives in, kicks out to Horsham. His 3 on the way, up and good.
All right, big shot. Great penetration by Bowlby, and I think one of the things that sets that up, he's been shooting the ball so well.
Turner drives down, and he runs into Gavin Block. Gavin goes down hard. An offensive foul is going to be whistled on Turner. And 2 big plays there, Josh, because Tyler last weekend did not make 1-3, so we needed to get him off. And then, of course, Gavin in the way, taking the charge. Turner a little out of control.
Took the words right from me. Tyler hasn't gotten off to good starts lately. In the last probably 3 weeks, he hasn't. He's gotten his 3s down, but mainly they've been in the second half.
Here comes Tyler around the screen. Fighting through it as Turner as he gets by Bowlby. Game tied at 3. Bowlby fakes the 3, top of the key. Down in the corner to Podbelsic. Bowlby again fakes the 3 as he's guarded by Jacob. We got to think at any moment Bowlby could take Jacob. He tries to go, and they're going to say a foul is going to be whistled on Jacob as he tried to force Bowlby out.
Yeah, and part of the Cyclones' problem, even though they won last time against the Railers, was foul trouble. Turner, their best player, their leading scorer at 10, almost 11 points per game, picks up a big charge early on, and now they've got their big man. Now he gets Gabe Green with a pushing foul on a screen set by Bowlby. So 3 quick fouls already by the Cyclones, and if you're a Railer fan, boy, we'd love that. Let's get us into the bonus right away.
Well, remember how much fighting the Railers had to do just to get through the lane down in Springfield. Bowlby with an up and under move, another fake, left hand, rolls off the rim.
That's all right. A good move by Bowlby, though. Aggressive move in the post.
Turner brings a dribble to the left side, working against Cook. Bounce on top to Green. Now we're to Vogel.
Yeah, a lot of screens being set by the Cyclones, especially on our wings. That's the way they're going to set up their shooters. The Railers got to do a good job of keeping their hands out, not only for deflections, but also to feel that screen.
Turner's 3, and that's no good. And Horsham with the rebound, and they're going to get a foul. I think that's going to go against Lois with the push in the back of Horsham. And Josh, we had a good look at it. I didn't think there was much contact.
No, and the thing was that the referee was behind the play, so all he saw was a guy going over a Railer back, which we saw. We had a great angle at it. Not really any contact, but, boy, we'll take it.
5:30 to go in the first. Game tied at 3. Block. Handles top of the key now, right side to Horsham. Horsham on top to Podbelsic. That's a long 3. It's on the way off the back of the rim. No good. Turner grabs the rebound, and they're going to get the foul underneath. And that's going to be on Podbelsic. And again, not much contact resulting in fouls. So
no, but I've said it. We played Southeast the last time here at home, and I said it. There had to have been a meeting saying that this is not going to take place. What happened the last time these two teams played, and boy, the officials have gone out and said it's going to be squeaky clean tonight.
Well, remember down at SHG, Pod fouled out. We had 3 or 4 others that had 4 fouls. I mean, there's just an accumulation of foul after foul. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We are tied at 3. Green, lefty 3, top of the key. That's off the left side, no good. Jacob over everybody flips it up. That's no good. Turner the putback. That's no good again. Bowlby the rebound.
Yeah, big rebound by Bowlby, but the Railers got to do a little bit better job of boxing out and getting a body on somebody.
Railers quickly into the front court. Gavin tries to make a move. Hands off to Podbelsic at the wing. Drives in. Bowlby shuffled his feet, and he's going to call 4 steps. A little too much uncertainty there.
Well, shot fake. A guy came flying at him, and lately Bowlby's been shooting it so well from the three-point line that he's ready to fire at any time. But the Sacred Heart Griffin defender came out on him early and shuffled the feet just a little bit.
So turnover by the Railers. Back to Turner now for the Cyclones. Coach Blake Lewis has his team looking for their 20th win of the season. Railers looking for win number 24. And if they get it, it would be the 21st year that the Railers have had at least 24 wins in a season. Down in the corner, he's trapped by Block and Cook, but he does a nice job getting it out to Vogel. Nice job swinging it around quickly to Lois. He drives in, pass it around. Turner in the lane over Gavin. That's no good. Ball tipped around, and Cook comes out of there with the board.
Yeah, Gavin right there almost to take the charge again on Turner, but he was able to miss it, and the Max goes up strong for the rebounds. You're going to have to see a lot of that from the Railers tonight, going up strong for rebounds.
Let's break out our lob play. That's one of my favorites. Gavin on top to Max. Now to Bowlby, swinging it around the perimeter. All the Railers outside the three-point line. Max hands off to Horsham. Horsham to Gavin. Gavin on the left side of the lane. Kicks back out to Pod. Pikes fakes the three, steps in. He's good at that. It's on the way, and it's good.
And that's a tough shot, too. That's not a pull-up three, but that's a pull-up from about 18 feet. You know, generally that 15 pull-up is a nice shot, but that's a tough one. And as you said, Jeff, Pod's really improved his game at that this year.
Railers with the lead at 5-3. Lois drives in, kicks back out to Green. Vogel on the left side. He's open for three off the back of the rim. No good. Lois with the rebound over Horsham. And I think Tyler's going to get whistled for the reach as he was able to get the rebound, get by Tyler. And Tyler really had no choice but to reach in and try and knock it away.
Yeah, simply staying in front of your man and the basket doesn't work a lot with Sacred Heart Griffin just because they're so active on the boards. They're so strong underneath that you've got to put a body on them and get them and root them out of there. You got to get them away from the basket. And last couple times the Railers haven't done a real good job of that.
Second foul on the Railers, first on the junior. 3 minutes to go as Horsham goes to the bench. Joey Olden in the contest for the first time for the Railers. Lois now over to Vogel on the right side, flips it back on top to Green. Green makes a move. Shot fake, driving the baseline is Vogel. He flips it up. Lots of contact, no call, and then Vogel's going to get whistled for the rebounding foul as he banged into Max.
5 fouls already for Griffin. 2 on the Railers, and we're 2:44 left in the first quarter. 5-3, the Railers on top, but 2 more fouls, Jeff, and we're shooting free throws, and the Railers have really improved from the free throw line.
And we only shot 10 free throws the entire game at SHG. Max at the free throw line, tried to bounce it down to Bowlby, didn't take the shot. Taken away, rebound, or steal goes to SHG. Pull up by Lois on the way, up and good, and we're tied.
Yeah, I really thought Max had a nice opportunity just to pull up at the free throw line and shoot the basketball. Tried to get into Bowlby, which was a little closer, but was an easy turnover.
Gavin hands to Joey. Joey back on top to Pod. Now Bowlby's going to fire off his first 3 of the night.
He's been on fire lately. Probably the most consistent shooter right now for the Railers has been Bowlby, and man, has he been on fire.
Bowlby's 28th 3 of the season puts the Railers back on top at 8-5 as we're now under 2 minutes here in our first quarter. Lois tried to go baseline. Nice job by Bowlby cutting it off. Tried to get it inside Vogel. They throw it back out. A little bit of confusion, but Sestak's 3 is on the way and good.
He's their shooter, as we talked about in the pregame. He had some big ones, especially at the end of quarters. And Sestak knocks down the 3 to tie it at 8-8. So pretty good defense. The Railers just got to get out of the shooters.
They look to go backdoor. Max backing, kicks it over to Bowlby, going for 2 in a row. Back rim, no good. Joey gets the rebound, flips it back out to Max. Top of the key, 3. Yes.
Yeah, that's generally good. Generally good when he catches and shoots, especially at the top of the key. Max Cook, the junior, knocking a big 3 down here with 1:12 left here in the first quarter.
11-8. Well, this has already got the makings of what they would call like a heavyweight fight, going back and forth. And we've got a foul underneath. Foul's going to go against Max. That'll be his first, 3rd on the team. They're saying Max a little too physical, trying to let people not go through the lane.
Well, yeah, and also trying to fight around the screen, too, as Sacred Heart Griffin setting a lot of screens on our wings. Our guys are trying to get out on the shooters. And, it's been tightly called, but also both ways. Team fouls 5 and 3. 5 for the Cyclones.
Jumper from the corner, that's no good. Bowlby goes high for the rebound, couldn't grab it, but tipped it out to Olden. Ahead to Gavin. Gavin tried to pull up from 15 and finds an open Podbelsic who hits from the left side for 3.
Boy, what a season he's had so far, Jeff, and it'd be nice to get the big senior going off on his last 2 games here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium.
Timeout taken by SHG, just the 30. We will keep it here. 50 seconds to go. Railers are now on top 14-8. Will Podbelsic now with 5 points. And he's just 1 away from catching Jake Carey on the all-time list.
I told Jake about that.
And what did Jake say? The numbers were wrong?
Coach didn't get him enough shots.
Railers right now, Josh, on a 9-3 run. And we've seen that it looks like, at least the Railers are doing a nice job of trying to penetrate, look for some inside shots. SHG at this point looks like they're concentrating on staying on the outside.
Well, they have been, and what I also like about the Railers, too, that last 3 came kind of on a secondary fast break where we thought the last time the Railers really didn't push the tempo on offense or defense against the Cyclones at their home gym. So the Railers pushing the tempo a little bit and has had worked out for their advantage so far.
Sestak out to Turner. Sestak fires another 3 and hits again.
Yeah, he's a shooter. He doesn't do a lot other than shoot 3s. He's a tall kid, goes in about 6'3", but he can flat out shoot the basketball, and the Railers got to know where he's at on the court.
And you have to believe after the game he had down in Springfield that number 23 was on a board somewhere. And then we've got a foul out high as Joey being too closely guarded by Lois. Yeah, that'll be his second foul.
You look at the coaches after each foul, and they want to complain, but I think they're just saying it's been called the same for both teams. So it's hard to complain, but we're not used to this tightly called game, especially in the Central State 8.
But none of them are as upset as Purdue coach Matt Painter from the other night.
Yeah, he had enough.
21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lincoln on top, 14-11. Railers will start the second quarter with possession, so it'd be key for the Railers to try and get some points out of this one here. Gavin looking to go back door to Bowlby, instead hands off to Olden. Ball flipped around. Tyler tracks it down with 6. Now with 5. Gavin looks to make a move down the lane. Flips it up off the glass. Won't go down. Fighting for it. Ball loose. Joey tried to flip it up. That's the way our first quarter will end. Railers didn't get a good look at it, but at the end of 1, it's Lincoln on top. It's Lincoln 14, SHG 11. Back with the second quarter in 60 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.